school.
Who doesn't love the drama involved with sports?
It's the only place where you can see stuff like
The
this
students and
or stuff like this.
But first, let me take a selfie.
But most definitely not stuff like this. So if you like what you see here,
She's coming back in the lead.
or here,
I thought you meant sports professional.
check us out on youtube.com/RamTV.
That's sweet!
Who knows, maybe it'll turn out like this guy someday.
What does the box say?
Remember, youtube.com/RamTV. Hope to see you there.
Ramona High School, home of the Rams. It's a place where students work hard to independently improve their knowledge and academic skills as they look forward to their college education. It's a place where students work hard together to improve their socially integrated and 21st century skills in pursuit of a dynamic career. It's a place where students take pride in what they do for themselves and for their community. This pride, known as Ram Pride, is attributed specifically to Ramona's personalized education and learning program. From sports to AVID, and even our award-winning creative and performing arts program, Ramona High School continues to place a high value on every student's education by providing a uniquely tailored and personalized learning plan. This program helps provide greater learning efficiency for Ramona students, as well as boost their work production output.
As I walk into piano class, I get my personal journal and my piano book, and we get together as a class for warm-ups, such as scales, chords, rhythms, or journal writes, depending on the week.
First, when we walk into the dance class, we'll get ready by putting on our leotards and tights, and then we'll sit down on the dance floor and do some quiet writing so we kind of prepare ourselves for what we're going to do in the class, set goals for what we want to achieve. And then after that, we just get up and we learn choreography. We teach each other choreography, we teach our own selves choreography, and it just really helps us become better dancers.
A normal day in my TV video class, we choose an executive producer, and then we choose 6 different associate producers who all lead 6 different groups. We all work together on a story and shots, and then we go out and film it.
Work independently on music at our own level with our headphones on because it's individualized.
Class isn't like a normal class period. We learn a lot by doing and a lot by verbal communications, and I think that's what makes it a really good class, is that you're doing a lot more, and that's the way you can achieve what you want to. You're actually doing it yourself.
The way I learn material the most in this class, I feel, is by going out and gathering different forms of information from different videos and tutorials and articles and using something similar into my productions.
This program gave me the opportunity to create music, which led to my band being able to tour on the Vans Warped Tour in 2012. And along with that, the films I put together in here went into my film reel, which then led to me being able to do a documentary for the band All-Star Weekend.
It gave me the opportunity to not only direct a film, but to learn how to run my own entertainment business.
Being able to go on set for Disney Channel and perform as a drum major was actually a dream come true. I mean, in reality, how many high school 16-year-olds get to go and be on the set? And I definitely wouldn't have been able to do that had I not been able to choose my own pace in which I could learn here at Ramona.
Is going to do it big. So we are very proud of all of you today, and we are here to celebrate you and your future and what you have decided. So before we get started, we would like to present to you Dee Hankins, a speaker that we have enjoyed having here at Ramona many times. He is going to go ahead and send you off with everything you need to know for your future. He's wonderful. We've had him before. We'd love for you to hear him. And at this time, I want to go ahead and present Mr. Dee Hankins.
Awesome. What's up, y'all? I know.
Who is this guy? Right? Two things that usually pop into people's heads whenever I grab the mic. One, who the heck is Dee Hankins? You know what I'm saying? And that's cool. Like, that's perfectly, y'all don't know me. I don't know you. It'd be scared if y'all were, I know him. Whoa, right? And second is, this dude looks and sounds a lot like Kevin Hart, right? I'm like the Walmart version of Kevin Hart, right? The great value version of Kevin Hart, all right? So check this out, man. My name is D. Hankins by title. I'm an inspirational speaker. I literally travel across the United States, kind of sharing my story and you know, inspiring people with the hopes that it changes your perspectives, helps you in some way, you know, things like this. I'm super excited to be here. One, because you're graduating. What? Yo, by a show of hands, and I want you to be honest, by a show of hands, how many of you in here are like a little scared? Like a little bit, right? Because, you know, it's different, right? Like, you got to think about it. You've been here for 4 years. Let's take you back, right? You remember your freshman year coming in with your backpack hanging down to your butt like this? You were so excited to see your friend because you had no idea what was happening, right? Girls usually do it like this. Like, they'll be walking with their class schedule looking, and then they see their friend, and it's just like, right? Then it's a whole wind up in the dump, like, it's just like, right? They embrace, like, dudes, you know, freshman year, like, dudes had no clue what was happening. Still don't, but like back then, no clue. They were just here, and they were like hang out with their groups in like a circle and just be clueless together, right? It was awesome. And then sophomore year, right? You're established a little bit. You know the campus a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, girls are starting to, you know, work on their makeup, coming to class looking like the Joker. They don't know though, right? Right, but you know, you're established now, you know a little bit, right? Now you're starting to look at the incoming freshman all weird, like you weren't a freshman 6 months ago, you know? Then junior year. Now junior year is the odd year, because junior year is like the middle child. Nobody really cares about you guys. You know, like junior year is like your worst year, right? Because every class, your teacher's saying, you're gonna be seniors next year, act like seniors, be seniors, you know? And you're like, yo, can I just be a junior quick? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for those of you who are middle children in your actual family, your life sucks. Right? You're not the oldest, like the oldest gets everything, the youngest gets the attention, and you get like not really the leftovers, because they don't love you that much, you know? It's just kind of like, oh, you know, like your mom will look at you and like look at the youngest and say, be like this one. Not so much this one, right? But that's junior year. And then, dun-da-da, senior year. Like the first time, like when school started that first day, right? I don't know, when you guys start now? In July? Craziness, right? They completely have, I just gotta let you guys know this, like the school system has completely ruined your summer, right? You guys graduate in like June and start school in like August, which is weird. Like you don't have, and then for some of you who have summer school, you get 2 days off. But that's your fault. Just in case you were like, yeah, man, no, that's your fault you got into summer school. No, but senior year, that first day on campus, it was it. Like you walked on campus, you didn't even bring a backpack. You just walked on campus like, yeah, senior year, baby. And senior year should have been super, super easy unless you messed up freshman year, right? If you messed up freshman year, senior year sucked for you, right? But for those of you who handle business, senior year was a breeze, except for that 2-month period where you're filling out, you know, applications, college applications, your FAFSA, all that stuff. But all that is long gone, because today you're here. Today you're like a couple weeks away from walking across that stage, right? Doing that odd handshake where you got to figure it out, like which one do I grab, which one do I shake, you know? You take that picture, right? And then you're off. And then you're off, and you will never be a Ram again. right? Not here, unless you come back as a teacher, but you're done. And that's why high school graduation is so important. That's why we have all these, you know, this huge celebration where you have to get dressed and things like that, because high school graduation is huge. Now, some of us look at high school graduation, they view it in very different ways, right? Some of you guys out here, you've had so much pressure, right, to get those grades and graduate high school, that high school graduation for you is like this pressure relief valve, right? Like as soon as you graduate high school, you're like, I can't wait to leave my house, right? Some of you guys like apply for colleges in New York, you know? Your parents are like, we want you to stay here. Nah, right? And for some of us, high school graduation is an incredible day. Like for me, when I graduated high school, and it was incredible for me because I grew up in foster care. How many of you guys know what that is? For those of you who don't, it's when your biological parents can no longer take care of you due to certain circumstances. Now, my mom and dad, they made some pretty foul mistakes when they were, younger, or, when I was born, and they did some things that had me end up in foster care when I was 2 months old, right? Now, I don't remember much when I was 2 months old, and neither should you. And if you do, that's just weird, That's not like a special talent or anything. That's just freaky, So my life really started when I was 4. When I was 4 years old, I was in my first foster home. I didn't know anything about my mom. I didn't know anything about my dad. All I knew was that this lady who took care of me was mom, this dude who took care of me was dad, and I had brothers and sisters. Now, me and my family, we got along, and we got along well, right? Like, how many of you guys have siblings? Right? You have to fight like 3 times a week for things to be normal. All right? If not, like if things are going too good, all of a sudden, like your brother or your sister be walking out the door and you just trip them. And they'll be like, what was that for? And you really don't know. You be like, I don't know. My leg, it was just, But me and my family, we got along. Now, we were all foster care, so we were all different, right? Couple of Mexicans, sprinkle a few Asians in there, right? 2 white kids and a black dude, that was me, It's like if you opened a bag of Skittles and just threw it, like that was us, It's like the Black Brady Bunch, that's what I called it, right? Now, we got along super well. Now, I don't know if I was a good kid or a spoiled kid, or maybe we had a lot of money, I'm not sure, but I had every toy imaginable, right? My room looked like Toys R Us on Black Friday, right? Straight up, every toy imaginable, And I remember one day I'm outside playing, right? Well, outside playing is, when you leave the house and you go play outside. You guys don't do that anymore, right? See, I grew up in a time, like some of your teachers will remember, like if they have kids, during Christmas time, right? They'll be like, hold on, Johnny. We have one more gift for you. And they go to the garage and they bring out this bike. And Johnny would lose it. Oh my gosh, no, it's a bike, right? If your mom brought you guys a bike right now, you look at her like, what the hell is this? What does this thing do? Right? You're like, oh, you play with it outside. You're like, outside? What is that? But I used to play outside all the time, and I remember I was playing handball with my boys. You guys remember handball? Yeah. Let me take you back real quick before you guys become adults, Handball, right? Slices. Y'all remember that, right? Rainbow. The big one was black magic. Remember that? Then they came out with white magic, and I was like, why? Like, black magic was cool, Then I noticed, like I went to my friends one time, I was like, haven't you guys noticed, like every time they come out with something cool black, all of a sudden there's a white equivalent? And my boys were looking at me like, what do you mean? I was like, you guys remember black magic? They were like, yeah. I was like, well, now there's white magic. And they were like, why? I was like, I don't know. I was like, black pepper. You guys know what black pepper is, right? Did you know there's white pepper? Look, he's like, huh? Look, he's like, salt? No, man. Not salt. Not salt, right? Right, what else? Vanilla. Look, everybody's like, vanilla's white. No, vanilla's black. right? Yeah, you guys didn't look at everybody's in my childhood is just, my whole life is a lie. Yeah, vanilla's black, man. It's black. Like, you ever see like vanilla bean ice cream? Those little speckles, that's vanilla. The white is just artificial flavors and preservatives and crap that makes you think like vanilla's white because he named himself, you know? That's crazy. Look, everybody here is like, I gotta Google this. I don't believe him, right? Straight up. So, you know, they were looking at me like, dude, you're tripping. Like, that's not true. Like, there's no correlation until one day something changed my life forever, right? So I'm driving up to Sacramento. I get to this pavilion. I get there kind of late and I want a snack. And my favorite snack ever since I was a little boy, Oreos. Oh, Milk's favorite cookie, baby. That's what I'm talking about. So I go to this pavilion and I ask the store clerk, I say, excuse me, do you guys have Oreos? And she looks at me, she's like, absolutely, aisle 4. So I'm like, cool. So I head down to aisle 4. Now we all do the same thing. We're in the grocery store looking for something, all right? It's called the grocery store shuffle. Looks like this. Some of us do spirit fingers and talk to ourselves like, nope, that's not it. Oh, 2 for $5, I'll let mom know, all right? And then I see it on the bottom shelf, on sale for $2.99, golden Oreos. Wow. You know, the worst part is they're delicious, right? So I'm like pissed off, like, why you gotta be so good, you know? So anyway, I'm outside, I'm playing handball with my boys, and it's time to come inside. Now, every day, I did the exact same thing. Every day, same routine. I would run home, I'd climb up my steps, right? I'd open the door to my house, I'd walk in, you know, a couple steps, hit a quick right, and there was my room. On this particular day, I opened the door, and I felt something I never really felt before, right? I described it as like this warm, negative energy. We know it as tension. You guys ever felt tension before? Yeah, tension. You know when you fellas, like when you like another girl's picture on Instagram and you and your girl got the same math class and the whole class, she's looking at you like this? It's crazy, man. I don't know why girls get mad at that. That's what Instagram is for. Like, get off of Instagram if you're gonna get mad every time I double tap something I like. I don't necessarily... Stop it, fellas. Look, that's all the single guys clapping. All the dudes in the relationship are like this. I don't agree with what he said. Nah, babe. I don't do that. I don't do that, right? So there I am, man, same routine. I felt this tension, so I'm 4 years old and I'm walking to my room, but before I get to my room, I see my mom in the corner of my eye. When I say my mom, I'm referring to my first foster mom. I see my mom and she's crying in the kitchen. So I run to the kitchen and I go up to my mom and I wrap my arms around my mom's legs, like 4-year-olds do, right? And in my 4-year-old voice, which doesn't sound too much different than this one, that's not funny. I look at my mom and I ask, Mom, what's wrong? And my mom, she looks at me with tears in her eyes and she does what moms do best, right? Now, moms have this talent. No one can do this better than they can. What is it? Lying. Yeah, lying. Your mom is a liar, right? Yeah, you up there, your mom lies. Now, if you're looking at me right now all offended, my mom doesn't lie. She's a Catholic. Then she got you good, okay? Now, don't get me wrong. It's not maliciously. It's not to cause harm. It's just that when women have children, it's like something in their DNA changes to where they don't want their kids to worry. So they're constantly making big things smaller all the time. Like your mom could be having the worst day ever, and you'll never know. She's so good at hiding it. Your dad, however, if he's having a bad day, everybody's having a bad day, right? So I look at my mom, I say, Mom, what's wrong? She looks at me, she goes, I'm just cooking onions. I'm 4 years old, so I'm like, cool. That makes sense. Onions make you cry. So I go to my room, I do my thing, it's morphin' time, whatever. All right, the next day, I'm outside, I'm playing freeze tag with my boys. You guys remember freeze tag? Oh, freeze tag's a game. So check this out. All right, I got perfect advice For those of you who've never played handball or freeze tag, all right? I'm gonna change your life right now, okay? Perfect advice. Get a life. Straight up, yeah, get a life. Stop trying to keep up with the Kardashians, you'll never catch them. Anyway, so there I am. I'm outside playing freeze tag with my boys. It's time to go inside, right? So same thing I did. I run home, climb up my steps, open the door to my house, and I felt that tension again, right? I felt that tension again. I was thinking, okay, I felt this yesterday. Mom said she was cooking onions. The logical conclusion would be cooking onions. So I go to my room, Toys R Us on Black Friday, right? And I open the door, and when I open the door, nothing was in there. No toys, no clothes, no bedding, nothing. The only thing left was a suitcase and my other pair of shoes. Now I was 4 years old, so I'm about yay high, all right? And my mom, she comes up to me and she gets in this exact position. She holds my hands just like this, and I look at her and I say, Mom, where's all my stuff? What's going on? And my mom, she looks at me, she says, you're moving. So I asked my mom, why? You know, in my head, I'm thinking, you know, what did I do wrong? What's happening? My brothers aren't there, my sisters aren't there, my dad isn't there. And I said, why? And my mom knew I wouldn't understand the real reason to why I was leaving that day. So she did what moms do. And she made something bigger, smaller. And I guess the first thing that popped in her head that she thought would make sense to me was, son, there's not enough room for you. Now, when you're 4 years old and you hear there's not enough room for you, you think you're too what? Big. Not in the sense of weight or anything, but you're too big. So I'm thinking of ways in my head to make myself smaller. So I look at my mom and say, Mom, if somebody needs my snack, give it to them. Like, I'm cool, I don't need to eat. And that didn't work. So I said, Mom, if somebody needs my bed, I was like, can't you just put my sleeping bag on the couch? I'll even sleep outside. And that didn't work. So the last thing I could come up with was an apology. I said, Mom, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I ever made a mistake. I'm sorry if I made you upset. I'm sorry if I made Dad upset. We can take my toys back. I just want to stay. Now, whatever I said during that last plea, it really got to my mom. She was crying already, but man, something really pulled on her heart. And she only had enough strength to lean over, and she gave me the tightest hug. Grabbed me by my face, kissed me on my forehead. She said, son, I love you. And that was the last time I ever saw her again. Social worker grabbed my stuff, packed us in, and we drove off. Everything that I knew for 4 years of my life was gone, just like that. But toddlers are what we call resilient, right? Now, we all possess this resilience, this ability to bounce back. That's what I call it. Webster's definition is an ability to blah, blah, blah. No one's going to remember that, so don't even bother looking it up, right? But I define it as the ability to bounce back. Now, we all have this, but toddlers are known for it. You ever seen toddlers fight? Funniest thing ever. Give me that, that's mine. Ah, you're not coming to my birthday party. 2 seconds later, you're my best friend. So here I am, right? I'm in this new home. I have a new mom, new dad, new brothers, new sisters. Over time, they start telling me that they love me. I start telling them that I love them. And then one day I get home and it's like deja vu. My stuff is packed and I'm moving again. So I get to this new home, same thing. New home, same thing. New home, same thing, till I fell into the state of hopelessness. I didn't care about anybody. I didn't want anybody caring about me. I was alone, I was afraid, I was hurt, I was angry, I was upset. And I showed it. So one day I'm in elementary school, and I decide I'm gonna be a jerk, put my feet on the desk. Teacher says, D, get your feet off the desk. I'm like, oh, my bad. But now I have the classroom's attention, so every time they turn around, or she turns around to teach, what am I doing? I'm like, yo, watch this. Right, then I get caught. Not because I was too slow, never that, right? I'm taking off my feet. Remember that clear colored pencil box we used to have? You guys remember that? It used to open up from the front. Remember that, right? I knocked down my pencil box. Teacher says, that's it, D, putting your name on the board. Now, we all know, elementary school, you get your name written on the board, done deal, all right? What does the class do? Well, nowadays, you guys laugh because you're brutal and heartless, but yeah, back then, ooh, ready, 1, 2, 3. That was good. Y'all got in trouble a lot. I like it. Now, I was going through so much that day that it literally felt like when the class was going, ooh, somebody was pouring boiling hot water into my body, just goo, 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 goo. Then all of a sudden, I exploded, and I kicked my desk, bow. Flip over my chair, bow. I'm like, teacher, you fat B, man, F this class. Y'all don't know anything about me. Little kid looking at me like, what's going on? What you looking at, fool? Bow. kick open the door, boom. I'm flipping everybody off. Your finger's like this big in elementary school. And I get to my vice principal's office, right? And I'm hot, man. I'm a stupid teacher, man. I write my name on the board. I'm sitting in my seat. I'm like, man, it's stupid school, Young Money. I don't care about none of y'all, man. And I'm thinking, I don't want to be here. They don't want me here. So I look at my vice principal. I say, why don't you just send me home? And there she is at her desk. And she was writing. She gets up. She walks over to me. She gets down at my level just like this. She looks me right into the eyes and she says, because you have potential. Now I'm sitting there and I'm like, let me analyze this real quick. I kicked my desk. I'm pretty sure I cut Frank and Jesse in half. I flipped over my chair, cussed out my teacher, slapped 2 innocent bystanders, kicked open the door, flipped everybody off, came in here, repped Young Money, and yelled at my... I didn't do that, no. It's yelled at my vice principal, and the only thing this lady has to say is, you have potential? I'm like, lady, I'm 8. What does potential mean? But if I were to see her today, I'd give her the biggest hug. Not only because she was right, but because of what she did for me that day. Now, I was in trouble every single day, but she never sent me where? That showed me that she what? Cared. Now, without even using words, this is what she told me. And I'm going to tell you guys the exact same thing. One, I know for a fact, right, that at the end of today, at the end of this celebration, some of us are going home to just mom. And some of us are going home to just dad. I know for a fact that some of you guys have military parents and you're moving and moving and moving and moving, right? Always feeling like the new kid, right here in this room. I know for a fact that some of us, right, we grew up, some gentlemen in here, we grew up without our dads, man, so we're angry. And we don't know why when somebody looks at us the wrong way, we get all upset and we want to fight everybody and so on and so forth. Or for some ladies in here, like you're constantly, you know, changing up. And it's not because that's who you want to be, it's because dad wasn't there enough to say that he loved us or show us what it's like to be with a real man. I know for a fact that you guys got dressed this morning, you put on your blue shirts, and you put on your makeup, and you did your hair, but right before you walked out that door, you grabbed this mask. And this mask is what we wear at school every single day. We put it on when we laugh and we joke in front of our friends, but inside we're broken. Right here in this gym. Now, I tell that to you not to put a gray cloud over the mood, but I want to keep it real with you. And this is why I'm excited for you. This is why I'm here, because despite everything that you've been through, despite everything that you've hidden from your best friends and your teachers for the last 4 years, right? That hurt that you felt, those things that you've been through, those downfalls that you've been through. Some of you guys, you look into the mirror, you have no idea who you're looking at. So you change your hair every week. You change the way you dress every week so you can fit in. You know who I'm most proud of, though? These guys right here who come to school every day, right? No, straight up, yeah, give them a round of applause. These guys come to school every day. You know, and I don't know what goes into their head, but they see you guys walking by with your fresh backpacks, and somebody's behind them pushing them, but they're here, and you guys are here, right? And that's what's amazing, because this is what's crazy. If you're here right now, if you can see me, if you can hear me, that means that you're alive. And if you're alive, that means your problems and your situations didn't kill you. And if they didn't kill you, that means that life has given you another opportunity to be amazing. So be amazing. Celebrate this day as something amazing, because you shouldn't be here. It is my wish, man, it is my wish that when you leave these doors and you cross that stage and you get that diploma, that you do something amazing with your life. Ladies, let me tell you something. I want to be so real with you. I have a little girl. She's the most beautiful thing in the world. She has her own story, right? I love my daughter so much, and I wouldn't tell her anything that I wouldn't tell you. You never, ever, ever sacrifice your dreams, your goals to be with some guy. Never. Fellas, I got a little boy, little son. His name is Brooklyn, cutest thing ever, man. This dude's killing it, man, and I wouldn't tell him anything that I wouldn't tell you, fellas. Look, I gotta be real with you. Kids aren't free. Straight up, I got 2 of them. Kids aren't free. right? Look, you have a chance, guys, you have a chance to be what we call real men, and you don't know yet. You don't know, right? I mean, yeah, Lil Yachty may get it lit, but yo, you can't be going around, you know, dropping them for everybody, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, once you have a little one, ladies, once you have a little one, your life is for them now. I live for my daughter, I live for my son, right? I live for my son, and I gotta show him how it is to treat a lady. I show him what it's like to be a real man, and guys, all it is taking care of your responsibilities. Ladies, I need you to focus. I need you to really listen to what I'm saying, all right? If you're with a guy and he can't take care of himself with all of your unique complications, right? With all your uniqueness, if he can't take care of himself, he's not gonna take care of you, and you don't need to prove me wrong. Don't sit there like, oh, I'm gonna prove him wrong, right? Don't do it. Don't do it, because your life is worth more than that. All you guys in here, you have to know, right? For all those people who have hurt you, and this is the crazy part, the people who have hurt you most of the time have your last name. Most of the time it's family. Most of the time, it's those who are closest to you that are telling you you're not going to be anything, telling you you're not going to amount to anybody, telling you you're going to end up like this or you're going to end up like that. Stop spending your life trying to prove people wrong. Just spend your life trying to prove yourself right. See what you're made of, right? Push yourself to the limit, right? You don't have to just settle. You can be something amazing. I never in my life would have thought this little black kid that grew up in South Central Los Angeles, that was in 12 different foster homes and 2 different group homes by the time he was 12 years old, would graduate high school, but I did. And from high school, I went straight on to California State University, Long Beach. Go Beach. Yeah. And from there, I started doing this with some amazing people in my life. Richard Parkhouse, who's my mentor, who's my dad, my kid's grandpa. You know what I'm saying? This guy changed my life. And crazy thing is, he's not even my color, right? You know, yeah, I'm pro-black, I'm pro, you know, life, I'm pro all this, you know what I'm saying? But we get closed off with society thinking, oh, I just got to roll with black folks. I just got to roll with white folks. All white folks are privileged and blah, 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 this and that, which is not true. Once you get out of this little 6-mile radius and you start seeing the world, you start seeing people for people. And that's why I'm here. Right? I'm here. I'm not afraid to say, yo, I got mad love for you guys. I'm not afraid to say that I'm proud of you, even though I don't know you, because I know the struggle it is to be a human being. I know what these guys go through on a daily basis, but they're smiling. They're happy. They're kicking, man. They're making it happen. And so are you guys. And that's why today shouldn't be just like, oh, it's just another day at Ramona. No, today is a celebration for you because you did it despite everything that says you shouldn't have. Life after high school is difficult, right? And anybody who sits there and says, oh man, it's gonna be all uphill from here is lying to you. You gotta do the work. You gotta do the work, y'all. Straight up. That degree is not gonna guarantee you a job. You gotta do the work, right? But don't sacrifice your dreams of being a dancer or a singer or an artist, or you want to create comics, or you want to be an actress, or you want to be an actor. Don't make America's dream, right? Put a damper on your dream. Go out and do those things. Doesn't matter what color you are. Doesn't matter how you see yourself, what gender, all of the, different categories. That doesn't matter. Just go out and live your life, man, but live it to the fullest. Don't live it at 50-50 and be like, oh, life sucks because it's not, I'm doing my heart. And no, you're not. Like, go 100% so you can be what you want to be. And you can do what you want to do. See, you guys are lucky. You guys got the internet. The internet will change your life, right? Justin Bieber, we look at him now like, oh, he's a superstar. This dude started on YouTube, brushing his teeth in the bathroom. Shawn Mendes, same thing, just doing covers. Look at him now. Tori Kelly, just doing covers online. Somebody said, hey, you should try out for such and such. She did, now look at her, right? There's comedians online, King Batch, that dude is funny, right? Daystorm, Trey Kennedy, all those cats, man. What's her name? Amanda Carney, or whatever, Kara, whatever her name is, right? Cute white girl, I like her, right? All those people, man, just go out and do what you gotta do. So before I get out of here, I wanna leave you with one last quote. All right, actually 2 quotes. This is my daughter's quote. all right? My daughter says, no matter how hard life gets, you should never give up. Because if you think you can't and you really can, you're gonna miss that chance, right? You're gonna miss that chance. And that's important to me because my daughter is a cancer survivor, diagnosed with cancer at age 4, yeah. But she's like killing it now, man. She's 11. She's handling business, right? But this is the one I really want you to remember. Life throws curveballs. You heard that before? All right, life throws curveballs. Say that with me one time. Life throws curveballs. But even curveballs can be hit for home runs. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is D. Hankins. I appreciate y'all. Yo, Ramona, congratulations, man. Can I take a picture with him? Yeah, we're gonna put this on the gram one time. All right, here we go, y'all. Look, Lil Smokey, if you ain't here, don't be throwing up no gang signs, man.
I am going to be calling out what classroom and what counselor you are going to see. So, for the rest of you who have certificates, we'll be going and having a seat. And save a seat for your buddy that doesn't have a certificate. We're going to do it quickly. There's just a few classrooms that we're missing. So, if you are a TA, 4th period, you are going to go see Miss Pizzica. For those of you who have certificates, please find a seat. If you are in room 352 and 351 and 332, you are going to see Mrs. Ivory. If you are in room 360, you are going to see Miss Braley. Room 360, Miss Braley. If you are in Serrana's 333, you are going to find Mr. Keys. If you are in room 361 and did not get a certificate, you are going to see Mr. Lim. 361 will see Mr. Lim. If you are in 362, you are going to see Mr. David. He is wearing the striped polo. Okay, so if you are in rooms 80 or 74, you are going to see Miss Nieves, room 80 and room 74, and any miscellaneous extras, Miss Nieves. Pizzica is for TA, and Miss Pizzica is right there. Counselor that has the 300, raise your hand. Counselor with the 300, up there, miscellaneous. hard work. This initiative, the Reach Higher initiative, was thought up by our former First Lady, Michelle Obama. And it was to inspire every student in America to take charge of their future and pursue their education after high school. Whether it's professional training program that you're going to, whether it's the military, whether it's a vocational trade school, a college, or a university. Ramona is extremely proud of your accomplishments and is confident that you are prepared for your future endeavors. Seniors, at this time, please take a pen. Grab your certificate. And please sign your commitment to your future education and goals. Congratulations, class of 2017. College And now that you have signed, we want to go ahead and celebrate you for lunch. So the first 3 tables closest to the top bar, first 5 tables closest to the top bar, please get in line. For those of you waiting for food, we have picture stations of different college banners and photo areas set up for you. We have cards on your table to take pictures. We will organize and get you guys lunch. This is now a party just for you. Congratulations, Ramona Seniors. A quick little PSA reminder at USC, prom tickets are still on sale until May 4th. Prom tickets still on sale till May 4th.
Bye.